friends and viewers in front of the television,
and netizens watching online worldwide. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to the live broadcast of Tang Tip and Gourmet,
set at the Peace Hotel.
This is Lin Tian, representing the chefs of Dragon Country.
He just lost to the chef from Lighthouse Country. Haha.
Oh no, it's really starting. Is Lin Tian even capable? Please don't serve something undercooked, like a steak, and embarrass us. Please, even just fried rice would be better. Don't cat the foreign taste. Have some backbone. Dragon Country cuisine. What else can they do besides deep frying and cheap MSG?
Recently, there's been an international narrative claiming Dragon Country is a culinary wasteland. You don't want to argue with that. After all, great food isn't about boasting. It's about tasting.
Today, we've invited 3 world-class
international food critics.
Hello everyone. I'm Qiao Zhi, a 3 Michelin star judge from Gaul. I've tasted the finest ingredients in the world. In my view, Dragon Country cuisine lacks respect for ingredients' natural flavors. The techniques are barbaric and crude. I'm Ania, a food colonist from pre-country.
I only eat healthy, light meals.
Thank you.
Dragon Country dishes are too high in calories. A real health hazard.
I'm a gourmet from the Great Republic of Korea. Honestly, Dragon Country's culinary history is all stolen from our kimchi country. Not even worth mentioning. Wow, these 3 foreigners are too arrogant. Stolen from them. What do they have besides pickled cabbage? Lin Tian, heat the wok, pour the oil. Let's give them a good splash with hot oil.
All right. It seems our 3 judges have extremely high standards. I hope you can maintain this elegance later. If we're going to prove them wrong, we have to make them a defeat wholeheartedly. For the first dish, let's use the most common ingredients. Show them some of Dragon Country's true heritage.
Listen to that sound. Could it be the long-lost horse hoof double blades technique? 1 cut left, 2 cuts right. The sound resembling horse hoofs, hence the name horse hoof blade.
At least you have some knowledge.
Oh, damn! That speed, that knife work. I'm seeing after images.
Is he cutting meat with a knife or using some kind of cutting machine?
This frequency is insane.
The vermicelli can't be soaked too soft. Must retain a bit of chewiness. The minced meat should be just small enough to cling to the noodles. The soul of this dish lies in the perfect collision between these tiny bits of meat and the noodles. Under extremely high oil temperature. Out of the wok. Cold oil to coat the wok. The fermented bean paste must be fried until the red oil and its aromatic soul are released. Saute the minced meat until fragrant, then add minced scallion, ginger, and garlic. 'Cause the aroma blew. Reducing the sauce, it's key. A moment too long and the noodles turn mushy. A moment too short and the sauce won't cling. Every drop of that rich sauce must firmly weld the crispy minced meat onto the noodle. Dish it out.
This aroma, it's rather peculiar.
Just a disguise of spices. It can't change the crude nature of Dragon Kingdom cuisine.
Sorry for the wait, you 3. The first dish is ready. Please taste the first dish, ants climbing a tree.
Oh my god. Ants! You dragon people actually eat insects? How barbaric. How disgusting.
To put such filthy bugs on the dining table. It's a sacrilege to fine dining. I won't touch it. I refuse to taste it. Aish, so this is the famed Dragon Kingdom cuisine? As expected, you have to dig for ants on trees because you can't even afford proper food. Just how backward is your civilization?
Sigh. It seems the so-called world's top. But the critics are just frogs in a well, without the courage to try the unknown. What right do you have to judge global cuisine? If you're too scared to eat this protein-rich top-tier dish, you might as well go home and eat boiled chicken breast.
Who says I'm scared? I'll see for myself what revoking taste. You barbarians can coax from these bugs. I'll eat it myself and give you a big fat 0. This is...
Georgia, spit it out. Is it disgusting? Quick, get some water. Quick, get some water.
Oh my god, this texture, laced with sharp edges. This rich explosive sauce. These ants are fried to a perfect, crispy, aromatic char, perfectly clinging to the translucent trisa, bursting on the tongue. An unparalleled umami. It's miraculous. Dragon Kingdom's ant species are actually this delicious. Their texture even surpasses the finest Iberian black pork.
Ah, so delicious. This mildly spicy kick, wrapped in the satisfaction of carbohydrates. This is absolutely the best insect I've ever eaten.
This ant is soaked in meat tooth flavor. Amazing.
Ah, I've never felt this way before. I'm so happy.
Great. It seems the 3 judges think very highly of our Dragon Country's insects. Congratulations, you 3. What you just ate wasn't ants at all.
What? Not ants? Then what was it?
Dragon Country cuisine emphasizes form and meaning. This dish is named Ants Climbing a Tree because the minced meat clings to the glass noodles. Ants crawling on the ground too, so. In reality, its ingredients are just ordinary sweet potato glass noodles and pork mince costing $15 a pound.
Oh my god, we've been fooled. That judge, Jaelun, was just going on and on praising the ant like it was Iberian pork. So embarrassing on a global stage. Foreigners thought they were eating bugs. They ate pork, thinking it was ants, and enjoyed it so much. This slap in the face is so satisfying. This is deception. You misled our professional judgment with a false dish name.
Judges, you can't even tell the texture difference between pork mince and ants. Yet, you call yourselves top-tier connoisseurs? You haven't even scratched the surface of Dragon Country cuisine's depth.
You cheated. Let's compete with the next dish if you dare. I won't be fooled by your wordplay again.
Fine, please wait, you 3. I'll prepare the second signature dish. The first dish warmed them up. For this second dish, we're turning up the intensity. This dish severely tests knife skills, arm strength, and wrist strength.
This is the real deal. Nowadays, restaurants outside just use meat grinders to cheat.
This is the craft passed down by our ancestors.
Don't Dragon Country people have blenders or meat grinders. Why use such a primitive way to handle meat? So inefficient.
Next up is the soul of this dish. Pounding.
Pound into gelatinous. Use an immense wrist strength. Completely activate the proteins in the pork, making it naturally sticky.
Fry at 70% oil temperature to set the shape. Don't overcook. Just a light golden crust on the surface, locking in the internal juices. Then, it's time. Simmer over low heat for 2 hours, letting the rich sauce thoroughly penetrate into every crevice of the meat.
Right? Those meatballs look like 4 big buns.
Chinese people can't even get their hands on the bones, not.
And they're actually cooking in a clay pot. My god, is that a meatball?
Watching this in the middle of the night is pure torture. This is definitely an ancient, unorthodox method. Just looking at that bright red sauce makes me want to eat 3 bowls of rice. Ding shing! Serve it up! Make those foreigners drool with envy.
Hunting season is here. For the second dish, to showcase the true strength of Dragon Country cuisine, we present a heavyweight traditional classic. On the big screen, this dish is called Lion's Head Meatballs.
Stop. Stop the broadcast immediately, Lin Tian. This is a blatant violation of international animal protection laws. You actually hunted a lion to cook?
Yes, report them. Report them. How barbaric. This is a regression for human civilization. I refuse to comment on such a bloody dish. I'm calling the police. Dragon country people are not fit to talk about civilization. Oh my. Dragon country would do such a thing? We, the great Mingguk, would never eat protected animals. You're finished. This is a crime. They eat lions. It's a crime. A lion's head. They actually eat lions. Boycott dragon country. Boycott this butcher named Lin Tian.
Before you call the police, why don't you open your eyes and see what's really in the pot?
You removed the lion's skull? You only use the lion meat to shape it like a meatball?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Country cuisine emphasizes color, aroma, and taste. This dish is not only fragrant, but melts in your mouth. If you don't taste it, how can you accuse me in court of hunting a lion?
To expose the evidence of your wildlife crimes, I must taste it myself. To preserve the evidence. I've never tasted lion in my life. This dish is too tempting. As a top food critic, how can I miss the taste of lion? My god. This perfect ratio of lean to fat. This incredible texture melting on the tongue. The crispness of water chestnuts perfectly combined with the tenderness of the meat. This is the finest meat I've ever tasted. Lion meat is actually this delicious. It's the perfect fusion of wildness and art.
Magnificent. This wild flavor, I can almost see the African savannah.